Spreadsheets are one of the most useful tools for automation within an office environment. And by using pre-built templates, users can increase the efficiency of their spreadsheets while cutting down on the time it takes to get these spreadsheets started. But where's the best place to start when looking for pre-built templates to maximize efficiency within Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets? There are a ton of options out there, one of the most popular being Simple Sheets. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into all of the templates that Simple Sheets has to offer and the other features that they have available to their users. By the end of the video, we're going to answer the question, is Simple Sheets worth it? Let's begin with a broad overview of Simple Sheets. It was started by Tom, a former Microsoft employee, also a guy that really likes spreadsheets. Currently, they have over 50,000 entrepreneurs, operators, administrators from 176 countries using their platform. And we have further down here a list of some pretty big Fortune 500 companies that also use Simple Sheets. And these guys are really known for their spreadsheets. So let's take a big picture overview of the spreadsheets that they have to offer. And in a second here, I'm going to log into my dashboard and show you how to download and use one of these spreadsheets. So one of their most popular categories is supply chain operations, logistics, and warehouse management templates with 26 templates to offer. They also offer finance and accounting templates, business strategy and management templates, human resource templates, project management templates, sales and marketing management templates, data analysis templates, and real estate templates. So essentially, regardless of which industry or niche your business is in, you're going to find some templates that are going to be extremely useful and applicable within that industry. Now, the question here was, is Simple Sheets worth it? So what amount of value do they add, and what price are you paying for that value? There's a few different packages here. We're going to run through all of them. The most popular being the total package with all 100 of their spreadsheets, as well as full access to Excel University. So essentially, you are getting a ton of different spreadsheets, over 100, and we're going to break down exactly what cost savings that gives you versus building out these templates yourself. And then you're also getting access to that Excel University. So if you have someone in your organization and you want to upskill them so that they're able to use these templates efficiently and do a whole lot more within Microsoft Excel, this is probably a great package for you. But let's take a look at what else they have to offer. So aside from the Premium Plus University, they also offer a starter package as well as a premium package. The starter package having 45 plus customizable Excel templates, the premium template having over 100 customizable templates, and then you also get the Excel, PowerPoint, Word 101 courses. So I think the premium is ideal if you want all of the templates and you also want someone to have that basic beginner knowledge that it takes to plug and play within those templates, assuming that they don't already know how to use Excel. Now, if you're looking to upskill someone to go a little bit beyond just plugging in numbers to a template, you want them to be able to tweak these templates and do a whole lot more of value-added activities within your organization, then Premium Plus University is probably what you want to look at. And then, of course, Starter, if you just want to get your feet wet with 45 plus templates, is probably a good way to go. So let's assume that you wanted to, maybe save money and just build out templates yourself. And we'll assume a wage of $25 per hour. That's what you're paying someone to work within Excel. Let's say it takes about 2 hours to build out a full template from scratch. That's a little bit generous. Honestly, a lot of these can take quite a bit longer to build out when it comes to writing the complex formulas, to designing those spreadsheets, to making sure that they are going to work efficiently for years to come. But for the sake of making things simple, we'll say 2 hours per template. So if you're paying someone $25 per hour, it takes 2 hours per template. That means you're paying them $50 to build out a single template. And for the cost of that single template built out, you are actually getting 45 plus customizable Excel templates with the starter package. Or for the cost of 2 of those templates built out, you're getting 100 plus customizable Excel templates. And we all know that the time up front that it takes to get a template set up is really where all of the effort goes into. So it certainly makes sense to pay for a product that does that for you. So now that we've broken down the obvious advantages of using a solution like Simple Sheets instead of trying to build out all of these templates yourself, let's take a look at what it looks like once you've signed up for Simple Sheets and made that one-time payment So I have here in this other tab my personal Simple Sheets dashboard where I can access all of the different templates. They're organized by industry. So up here we have the different accounting templates, and then we have some data analysis templates. If we scroll down a little bit further, we can see our finance templates. Let's take a look at the budget goal seek template. I'm going to click into this template, and as soon as it opens up, we see that we have an explainer video here so that we know exactly what we need to do to customize this template and plug and play our own company's values into that template in order to get the results that we want to see. If I scroll down on this page, we can see that I can click here to download this template. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we can dive into this template. So here now I have this template downloaded and opened up within Microsoft Excel. The first sheet is an introduction to what this template does. Now in this case, I've already watched the video, so I don't need to spend too much time here. We can see that we can enter our desired total for our budget, and then we can look within the quarterly budget and add the different pricing for items that we're selling, along with our expected count that we're gonna sell. And real quick, before we hop into this and start playing with the numbers, let's come up here and enable editing on this spreadsheet. The template is a trusted source, so I don't need to worry about anything weird going on when we enable editing and start working with this template. Okay, so now let's come over to the budget tables sheet, and we can see that we can really start to play around with this. Let's say that our desired total is a little bit different. Instead of 20,000, we have a desired total for 30,000 on this quarterly budget. Now, in order to meet that goal for the budget of 30,000, we can play around with the count of the items that we're selling and the price of those items. Let's say that we don't have a count for the items in Q1. Let's go ahead and delete that. And as soon as we do that, we can see that the count down here has updated within our desired total table to show us how many of these items we could sell to reach that budget. And this is dynamic, so we can adjust the price for Q2. Let's go ahead and remove that. And as soon as that entry has been removed, we can see which price we can set to get closer to that budget. Now, if we scroll down the sheet, we can see that there's also a monthly budget if we want to do this by month. So there's really a ton of options at our disposal here. And this is certainly one of the more user-friendly sheets when it comes to quickly drawing up a budget for our organization. But let's see what other sheets Simple Sheets has to offer. From back within my Simple Sheets dashboard, I've scrolled down to the project management section. Let's take a look at their Gantt chart template. Anyone who's used a Gantt chart before knows that they can be extremely useful for managing the timeline of a project from start to finish. So let's go ahead and download this template and see what it has to offer. Okay, so now that we have the Gantt chart template downloaded, let's take a look at the introduction sheet. As we can see, the customization difficulty is at a 2, between a 1 and a 3, so that's moderate. And we want to go ahead and enable editing on this sheet so that we can input our own values. And below the customization difficulty, we can see an explanation of the template. We're going to be entering activities, planned starting date, duration, end date, and then we're going to also enter our actuals. So if we come into the Gantt chart over here, we can see that those values have already been entered, but we can easily tweak and adjust those. We can rename our activities. Let's say that we want to call this the planning phase, planning 1. So we can enter that new title and hit enter. Now, if we scroll down here, we can see what this chart actually looks like. So we have here our planning phase. We can see that it starts somewhere between January and April of 2022. And because this is the planning phase, it's taking place before a lot of the other phases within this project. And the chart does a great job of illustrating this, but we can also see on a much more detailed level what exactly is going on with each of these phases in the project. We can see that planning 1, that phase has been completed 100%. That's why when we scroll down here and we take a look at this chart, we can see that this is entirely filled out in dark green. These other phases that may be partially completed are going to be partially dark green, and then the other part of that bar is going to be in light green for the part of that phase that has not yet been completed. Now, this is really just the tip of the iceberg for all of the templates that Simple Sheets has to offer, along with their other training features to upskill you and allow you to better use Excel to be more efficient within your organization. I did say by the end of this video, I was going to let you know if Simple Sheets is worth it. And back on their pricing page, I can tell you that it definitely is. The hours and hours that it takes to set up these templates are really not worth the hassle. It makes way more sense to buy from a trusted source that has already planned out these templates for you. And if you want to get a taste of what they have to offer, oftentimes Simple Sheets will run promotions where they allow you to try 5 of their different spreadsheets for free. So you can play around with those templates, and then if you see a need for more spreadsheets within your company and more efficiency within users working on those spreadsheets, you can go ahead and purchase one of these other packages directly from their website.